morning. What up, y'all? This may look not good, but look. It's a pretty good banana. Y'all see that? What up? How's everybody's morning going? Hopefully going well. Yes or no yes? Let's put some protein powder in here. I'm almost done. I gotta get more of this. What up, y'all? Good morning, you guys. How's everybody's morning going? Really? Hopefully everybody's having a good morning, like me. Very, very good morning. Guys, I love this peanut butter. And it's really thick too. And it's got hell yeah. It's extra crunchy. So it's amazing. You getting on tonight? I've been on the last 2 nights, Johnny. Where the hell you been? No, I was making videos last night. I ain't gonna lie. I was making videos last night. Hopefully that will go. Oh, it's just protein, pure protein thingy. 25 grams of protein. It's okay. Works pretty good for me. I like it. I'm not pooping excessively. Because some of that protein is just way too high in protein. And most of the time you don't need that much protein. Anything over 20 or 25 is just way too much. Or 30. Especially in one sitting. You'll be pooping like crazy after, so. Where's everyone? I don't know. That's just how it is. That's how our Facebook's been lately. It's been real fucked up. And not a lot of people get notifications. There's not a lot of people. Yeah, so. What up, Craig? How you doing today, brother? What up, homie? I like to shake it up a little bit because the peanut butter gets really sticky to everything. Guys, do you believe we paid $10 for this? This shit's amazing. I like to go back in because sometimes the peanut butter sticks. Y'all see the peanut butter right there? Oh, fuck. Where's my... Move some of the peanut butter around. They got stuck to the wall. And make sure my protein powder got mixed all in. Sometimes I can get everything, especially when you jam pack it like I did. I jam packed it because this is pretty much breakfast / lunch for me. So, oh, that tastes good. Oh my God! Here we go again. Good morning, you guys. What is up? Everybody, make sure you guys comment. Whoever sent that 1 star, thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Let's go. Let's get a star party popping. We haven't got one in a hot ass minute. Let's get a star party popping. It's my cat. Fuck off. Star! Oh, we got it from Walmart. It was $10. It's going on sale. Okay, that's it. It normally comes to the top. The other day I made this and someone did dishes and they lost the top. So I have to do, I'm putting it in my cup because, like I said, it came with a top and everything. But my kids, you know. Let's go, y'all. Share the live. Everybody thumbs up the video. Let's go. Let's get it, y'all. How's everybody morning going today? And yes, I'm going to drink this whole thing. It's going to be fucking fire. This normally holds me off for a couple hours before I get hungry, so let me clean this. We're doing a cooking live tonight on YouTube, you guys. So if you guys are interested in watching more of our cooking lives, we're trying to grow our YouTube, so we want everyone to be there, especially if you're a longtime follower. We'd appreciate it. I'm doing something different tonight, and hopefully we'll see you guys there. Fucking everywhere. Now I know they're coming from the window. Fucking ants. They're coming from the window. Now I know where they're coming from. I'm gonna spray down the window later. But yeah, we're going to YouTube tonight for dinner. Thanks for all the love yesterday if y'all was on the live and y'all was there for last night's dinner. It was amazing. And we got to chill with everybody last night. And yeah, this is Power Pulse. $10. Y'all, you can't beat that shit. Y'all. Power Pulsing. And this is the peanut butter I used. Super chunky peanut butter. It's good because when you're taking sips out of this, the peanut butter is fucking fire, bro. Like you actually get to drink and chew at the same time a little bit, and it's delicious with the peanut butter in it. If y'all haven't made protein shakes with like cookies or like peanut butter, you know, peanuts in there, y'all gotta try it. You can't knock it till you try it, you guys. I made chill last night. Chili. So tonight would be leftovers with fries. Yeah, sounds fucking fire. What's up, Melissa? Melissa, can you post the YouTube in the comments, and then everybody will be able to click it and then go and find the YouTube. We're gonna be on YouTube for dinner tonight. I'm doing some frying tonight. I'm doing something a little bit different, and we're gonna do some bacalaitos. We got 2 boxes. That should be enough, but I don't think so. But I'm gonna hopefully, my kids get out at 5 o'clock, so probably like 6 o'clock. So it's another late, because my kids have this after school program they go to. One does soccer and the other one does like a iReady after school program. So I gotta try to hurry up as quick as possible to hurry up back before I can start a cooking live. Just made stuffed peppers for tonight. Damn, that sounds litty. Stop. Thank you, Melissa. Guys, Melissa just posted it right now. I'm going to pin it. But everybody, y'all can click that link and it'll send you right over to our YouTube. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers over there. It is free, okay? So you won't be like, oh my God, I have to pay for that. No, you don't have to pay for that. But we do have a supporter group that if you want to pay for supporters, it's $4.99. You can go check it out. We've had it for a couple years now. We do go lives in there on Saturdays and post randomly, and then our followers post in there too. So if you want to check it out, you're more than welcome to. Good morning, Lauren and Angel. Sprinkle the love. Hey, Anne Marie, what's up? I'm just waiting for my shake to settle. You know what I mean? Portuguese, we call it cod cakes. Yeah. Do you have a fry daddy? No, I'm gonna cook it in a frying pan. Yeah, we can't have a fryer here. We can't have a fryer here, are you crazy? I'd be 400 pounds, 500 pounds. Dude, I'd eat so much fried food. I'd fry everything. This week I gotta go, this next week I'm gonna go, I'm cleaning out my basement. Hopefully setting up the PC in the front of the basement, and also we're gonna be doing a cooking live tonight in Diablo. Yeah, so did the cup turn pink? Yeah, it changes colors with heat. These are like heat, or I think it turns blue when it's hot, and like pink when it's cold. So yeah. This is a color changing cup. I don't know. Lauren bought this. I don't know. Can you all see the two different colors? Yeah, it turns. No, kind of no, but it does change colors. Lauren bought them. A fryer daddy is a countertop appliance. Yeah, I know. It's a little fryer and shit. You just throw shit in there. Dude, I'll be 1,000 pounds. Shit. Good morning, Beth. How you doing today? So I'm gonna try to do that, and in the afternoon I'm gonna try to do a small pot of rice and candules. Thank you, Kelly. I'm gonna try to do a small pot of rice and candules. How I make my rice. And then I'll post it up on the YouTube, and then you guys can check it out. Y'all want to do a walkthrough? I'll try to go as slow as I can to walk through on the video. So yeah, I'll give you our fryer, brand new, on the counter, had to be bought but never used. Fuck that! Don't give me that shit. Hell no. I'll fry everything. No, don't do that. Frying every once in a while is fine, but I'd be frying every day. Is there anyone in the comments having problems with the live video? Like maybe it's cutting out, or it's showing somebody else's live, or is there any issues? Because I know people, I see them in the comments. They're always saying there's an issue with our lives, so I don't know. I should just pop them. Sharon trying to buy that fryer and shit. I'm good starting my second job today. Damn, you got 2 jobs? Shit. I work, and I'm a dad. And I do live content, so it's a lot. Some days I want to quit this shit. I'm like, fuck that. Oh, then on top of that, I try to do my own content. So yeah. You making it with white rice? No, I'm gonna make rice and candules. Yellow rice. Not so far. Yeah, all the time. Yeah, it's crazy. Sometimes when I click your live on Facebook, it showed me an old one. I have to find you. Never any problems with YouTube there though. Yeah, that's why yeah. Really? Mines keep cutting in and out. Yeah. I don't know if there's something blocking us. I don't know. Do anyone see ads on replays? Comments don't move on my end. I have to scroll up to see comments. Yeah, sometimes they'll stop and we'll have to swipe back and then wait a minute and then comments will come. And that sucks that the replays do that because we get paid for replays. And it sucks that the replays are shitty quality and people can't barely watch the replays. Oh, he's sleeping on his swing right now. Yes, but it happens to others too. Yeah, it shouldn't happen to anyone. Especially if you work for your videos and your videos are there for your followers that can't watch them. So yeah. It's bad though. Yeah, I really liked Facebook. I was so used to it. Tina, hello. Yeah, she can press on the video and it will start showing you a completely different video. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. I watched on YouTube last night. Your pork chops look fire. Oh, they were fire. Oh my god. It happens only when it's not live. If I miss you live and go on to watch other people's video pop up when it's annoying glitches. Yeah. And like I said, that's where we make money from because, you know, we have ads. We're fully monetized. And that just destroys any type of monetization we have. Yeah, YouTube's a lot smoother. And I feel like comments come a little bit faster. And we can react to comments a lot quicker. So yeah. Oh, okay, you can see. Oh, okay. So it's only certain people, I guess. I thought it was everyone at one point because people were texting the page like crazy. I can't see your lives. Your lives aren't showing. Where else do you go live? Because I'll watch there because Facebook's not working here. I'm like, Diablo. What up, Dion? Shannon, good morning. YouTube, I can watch on my TV too. I think you can watch on your TV or on Facebook too. You just have to, I think they might, do they have that connection where you can connect it to a smart TV on YouTube? I always thought they did. What's up, Stephanie? I always thought they did. I guess not. So yeah, I know I got my gaming chair downstairs. Yeah, I know I got my PC. I don't have a desk. I just use the big black table that we have for Halloween. I use that to put my PC on. And every day, I go downstairs. There's fucking paw prints and scratches all over my gaming chair. It's fucking crazy. And then there's paw prints all over the desk, my mouse pad, just everywhere. I'm like, oh, yeah, I gotta get rid of this cat on me. It's probably gonna be around 6 because I have to pick up my kids. They get out at like 5:15, so it's probably gonna be like 6 o'clock. I gotta try to get it as quick as possible because y'all know Noah is not really allowed to eat past 7, and plus it's gonna be fried food tonight. So I don't know. I was gonna try to go live on YouTube and go shopping for some of the stuff today, but I don't know. When we send a picture. Oh, okay. I've been watching for a year, and I love you guys. I love that you're so real and don't put on a front for the videos. No, sometimes we can't. You know, I mean, y'all see me just calm down, chill. This is the morning time. You know what I mean? This is, I conserve my energy for like to be up and at 'em during cooking lives. You know. I can't read comments on YouTube. I have like 3 or 4 comments through the whole live, but. Not that I care about when you guys blocking people like to scroll and see what they like. Yo. Are you guys an hour behind me? It's 10 here. No, it's 10:05 right now, or 10 10:06. I'm suspended from work. Oh shit. Pissed off a week. Work sucks anyway. Yes, you can have the YouTube app on your smart TV. Love your shopping lives. Oh, thank you, Rose. I put a chair or something comfortable for Star down there, so maybe she will not bother your stuff. Nah, she don't give a fuck. I'm not, you crazy? Guys, literally when I had Steve-O and kind of Star, I went, people were saying, oh, get those, it's like the cardboard thingies where the cats can scratch and shit. They never fucking used it. They scratched everything else. They scratched my green piss couch. But they never scratched the fucking thing I bought them. And I paid like, I think it was like $15 for like a big one. And I put it up against the wall. I tried to put Steve-O's, paws on it, No, they never scratched it. So yeah, they scratch everything else though. 10:06, yeah. Adel, how did I find out how long I've been following you guys? It says 2 years. There's a little badge right next to your name. It says 2 years. Billy Bob is pretty awesome. Almost peed my pants a few times. Oh shit. Yeah, you're beating bitches up at work. Yo, that's funny. But yeah, tell them to roll it back. Why did they suspend you for a week? They could have done it right there in front of you. I also have a German Shepherd. Well, someone took out the dog, and I didn't know he was outside. He was in the rain, in the mud. So he's in his cage laying down right now because he was out there for like 30, 40 minutes. So yeah. Damn, girl, don't be messing with all them dudes at work, girl. Shit, you there for work, not to get work. It's been so quiet there. Did Lauren leave you again? No, she's just laying there in the bed. Yeah. I don't have my subscriber button anymore. Oh, you're a subscriber. You have a subscriber badge. Yeah. And I'm gonna see the video too. No, they should have showed you the video right then and there. I don't think they should have any right to suspend you, especially without pay, if they don't have proof. So be on the lookout to if they don't find anything to make sure they pay you for that week off. If not, then you sue them, and they can't fire you for that. So, good morning, Ashley. What's up? Yeah, I would have wanted proof. I remember I got fired one time from work, and I literally had proof that the person trained me didn't know barely any English. I used to work in a factory. It's called Alliance. They fucking suck. But they had this guy. They put me in an area where I was new, and they had a guy train me, and he trained me totally wrong because he didn't know fucking English. And so I'm working one day, and I'm doing what I gotta do. And someone walks over and says, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, doing my job. Well, they're like, well, you're missing like 2 steps. I was like, well, I didn't know that. Well, why didn't you know? Someone trained you? I said, yeah, this guy trained me, but he doesn't know fucking English or nothing. It's a foreigner guy. And they're like, oh, that's an issue. I said, okay. So the next day, actually a couple hours later, they bring me to the office. They're like, hey, you messed up a lot of orders. We're going to have to let you go. That's it. Fuck are you talking about? I said, you guys put me with a guy that doesn't understand English or doesn't even know how to fucking talk English, and you expected him to train me? And then, so they ended up saying, well, we're going to have to let you go. And then they're like, well, here, this is from us. It's like a paper that you got to sign when you're fired or whatever. This is from us, and then this is another paper for a union. I was paying union duties, which is bullshit. It's the company's actual union. It's the actual company's union that you pay $20 a week on. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking money. So, so you pay $20 a week on the union, and they own the union. It's their union, and it's a bullshit union. It's fake. It's the companies. Don't agree with anything the company says. It was just a scam. It was a scam for me. I felt like it was a scam. Everybody else was like, oh, there's nothing we can do. If we want to work here, we have to pay union duties and shit like that. But it was a scam. The company was making money from every single worker, $20 a week off their checks. It was clearly a scam. But I don't know how they got away with it, but they got away with it. So they're like, hey, union's here. We got a union representative. And then, you know, you got to sign these papers. And so I was like, I'm not signing shit. And they're like, well, you have to. No, the fuck I don't. So I'm like, cool. I'm not signing shit. But anyway, well then, all right, bye. So I clock out. Get the fuck out of there. I call unemployment. I go straight to unemployment. Call them. They hit me back. They start an investigation. And guess what? I got my motherfucking job back. At this point, actually no, I didn't get my job back. I was off of work, I think like 3 months. So they did the investigation. The company had to pay me for those 3 months. Then they said, hey, the company wants to know if you want to come back. And I'm wondering why the company want me to come back. I'm already on unemployment. They have to pay me for those 3 months, full pay, and they want me to come back. And you know what I said? I said, no, I'm not going back. And guess what? Union said, you do what the actual unemployment said, you do what you want. If you feel like you want to go back to work, you can. But if you don't want to, the company has to pay you for, I think it was almost a year, guys. They paid me for a year. They had to pay me full pay for a year after that. Unemployment money, and they said we're not held responsible for that, and they paid me for a year. I didn't have to work for a fucking year, and the company had to pay me, and I was happy as fuck. I did shit for a year, mind you. I was what, maybe 20, 21. I didn't do shit for that whole year. I chilled and I was getting paid to do nothing, okay, and I was over the hill. I was happy as shit, you guys. And like I said, a whole year I did nothing. I paid all my bills on time. I paid my rent on time, everything on time. And that person should get fired if it's failed again. If it's false, yeah, they should. Yeah, especially if someone lied about it. Because when I go back, I'm not talking to nobody. Yeah, I wouldn't either. So I ended up not having to go back to work. Taking my time to find my next job. And I got paid, bro. Fuck. Mind you, my first check came from 3 months. It was a couple of $1,000. So I was happy. And then every 2 weeks, they paid me every 2 weeks, was close to like $1,000 every 2 weeks. So I was, man, at 21, I was partying. Like, yeah, I know. I don't even want to go back to work. Honestly, they're putting me through this. Yeah, you should definitely think about getting a lawyer or something. Especially if there was no issue on your end and it was a lie or it was somebody who's beefing with you, anything. And yeah, I'd take full advantage of suing the fuck out of them and then telling them to fuck off and then making them pay you for the time you didn't go. So yeah. I had one time, I don't know if I told you guys this, but right here on my wrist, I had an assist right here. It was a big lump. It was filled with, I don't know, but it was really, really hard. And I got it while I was working at this other place. So I started making a complaint about it. I went to the nurse. Well, not the nurse, but he's like a nurse and shit. So, yeah. So he ended up seeing it, and then he ended up saying, we can get two options. One option, we can get you surgery, and then the other option, I can just squeeze it and pop it. I'm like, you fucking crazy. Guys, it was there for a while, so it turned into like a bone, like literally a bone, like. And so I ended up getting surgery, and then they were like, oh, the recovery time should be a week. So a week passed, and the company was paying me, obviously, because it happened on the job. And it was more like a month. But after a week, they're like, hey, we're not going to pay you. Hey, we're going to start using your, we're going to use your vacation time and your off time if you don't come back to work. And then, since you've seen our doctors, there was the company's doctors, they told us a week, you're fine. Bitch, they didn't even look at me. When I went in there, they looked at it and said, okay, it's healing good. You should be ready to back to work next week. Bitch, I'm having all this pain. I can barely move my hand, anything. So I went and took it upon myself, and they went and got mad at me, but I went and took it to my doctor, and my doctor told me, you need at least a month, especially if you're working with something heavy where you use your hands a lot and your wrist, a month. So I went and brung them the note. Bam, bitch! And guess what? They had to pay me for a whole fucking month. I stood home mostly because I couldn't do anything because I had surgery. So they did the surgery, but they gave me like this little cast that kind of went up like this high, and it just keeps your wrist from moving much. And they were trying to tell me come back to work and you can use the cast. No, I'm not fucking going back to work. You crazy? Have a good day, gorgeous. Joking. But there was a lot, man. Companies don't give a shit about you. A lot of the time, they don't give a fuck. That's why I treat companies when I work for companies like shit too. Like, fuck off. Fuck you. Hey, you can find somebody else. One time, one of the factory managers told me, we can find somebody easily to do what you do. That's what he told me. I was like, yeah. Because at the time, I was getting paid like $15 an hour to work in this one factory. But at that time, that was high. I knew people who were working there for, I think it was like $7 an hour. But since I knew almost everything in the whole factory, they paid me more. The more you know, the more they pay you. And he's like, we can have somebody here tomorrow to do the same thing you do. I'm like, good luck with that, bitch. Because I was the type of person where if somebody wasn't working that day, they would take me and put me over there in that location. Like, they can put me anywhere in that whole fucking factory. And that was Cardone. Cardone's trash, too. I never liked Cardone. Cardone Industries was horrible. They paid okay, but they just treated everybody like they were shit. So. And where I worked, they eventually ended up moving to Mexico, to pay people cheaper, because they're fucking garbage. But there were thousands of people that worked in that place. Dude, and everybody I talked to, they're all like, I fucking hate them. Because mind you, you were in a factory, but the factory didn't have air conditioner. The factory just had fans. And mind you, they have these areas where they have ovens to clean up calipers for brakes. And, if it's 100 degrees outside, which, a lot of summers are close to 100 degrees, when you're in there, it's like 120. The one girl fainted. I swear to God, I was like, oh my God, I feel so bad. She was just chilling, and all of a sudden you see her fall and bam, bust her head on the floor. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And you know what they tell you? Oh, we're gonna give you they used to, you know what they used to do to us? They used to give us these the big jugs that, when you go out and play baseball, like the kids play baseball, like the Gatorade jugs. So they used to do that, but don't get us Gatorade. They get us like this other shit. It was like juice, but mainly for like electrolytes and shit. So So yeah, what was the factory about? Food manufacturing. What did you do there? Oh, it was a car calipers, brake pads. We would assemble brakes, calipers for your brakes. They'd actually have the old ones. So one area you would have people. It's called disassembly. So like people would disassemble the whole thing. They're used calipers. It's like they send them. They actually buy them from like I guess big stores like AutoZone and shit like that. So you know how AutoZone gives you like a core, like say you need a new brake, you need new caliper. So you take off your old caliper, you give it to them. They'll give you like a $20, off of your new one. So they buy them from all these different places, put them all together in these big huge baskets, and so disassembly. They'd sit in the world's dirtiest fucking place ever. It was horrible. That's the reason why, like, if y'all ever notice, like, the back of my neck, I have, like, it's really dark in the back of my neck because I used to work in disassembly and it was dirty as fuck. And you'd put on these aprons and then you'd also put on these real thick boots, like rubber boots. And the aprons that they have like a line, so the line would go back and the apron line after a day of work would start turning black, and there was no way to replace them. So I would always like get tissue or something and wrap it around my neck because I started noticing my neck was getting black, and I would wrap it around the string that actually goes around your neck, or I grab something like a rag or something and put it around my neck because it started turning my neck black in the back. But you would just disassemble it and throw it in big bins, and then a forklift would come pick them up. After everything's disassembled, they pick it up, take it to an oven, drop them in an oven. So the oven, what it does is, and it was so dirty because I forgot to tell you, because, alright, so they come fully with pistons in it. So you would have this little machine that you would screw onto the bottom of like where your hose would go for brake fluid. So you would screw it on there and then you pump it with water. So when you pump it with water, the piston pops out. After the piston pops out, that's you're pumping in water. Sometimes it would be water, sometimes it would be just air. If it didn't come out with air, pumping it through that hole, you would have to get the one with water and then pump it. And it shoots out water, puts the pressure, and pops the piston out. So a lot of the time when you had to do that, most of them you had to pop out with water. So it'll pop out, and when it pops out, it makes a big boop, and water splashes fucking everywhere. Dirty, oily, nasty water. And then so after that, you throw it in a bin, the forklift takes it, they dump it inside, and they would be all the same exact model. So they dump it all in the oven cooks it up. And then you got the assembly area where after it's cooked up, they take it out the oven. It gets all dumped back in the big ass bin. They bring it around. They drop it right in front of the assembly area. There's a guy that pulls each one out, cleans it with air, drops a seal in there. It's like a piece of rubber. It's like a piece of rubber like this. A seal in there. What else? They check for like any deficiencies, like anything that's fucked up, and then they drop it onto a scale that rolls down to the next person, which is the piston assembler. So you get pistons, either used ones or brand new ones, and you pop them in there. Actually, there's like another little seal that goes on top of the piston that you have to place inside. It was a whole lot of shit, but you place it there. You have this other machine that goes down that presses the piston back in. After that, you bring it over to the left side, which is a testing machine, which you attach it, and then you press test, and you have to let it test for about 20 or 30 seconds to make sure there's no air holes and there's no air leaking out through it. And then it gets boxed and then shipped back out. That was the whole process. It was okay. It was an okay job. The only problem I say is the summers got way too hot. And then, the summers got way too hot. And then I just felt like managers were trash. They were garbage. So this is why I said they were garbage, because a lot of them were foreigners. They were like people that weren't even Americans. Like you can even tell they might not even have a green card, but they would act. You know what? I was a dick. I was young and I didn't give a fuck. I would tell them, I would be working, which I already worked there for years, and I had every certification. So like, some managers were assholes. They'd like, I'm working here. They'd stand right behind me, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I could be your fucking manager. Diablo, what are you doing? And then they'll be like, or they'll tell me that I'm not working fast enough. I'm like, yo, you better get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of here. But I had a whole lot of drama. That's why I never will go back to a factory ever again. Hey, Kimberly, good morning. I'd never go back to a factory ever again because I just feel like they just take advantage of people there a lot of the time. They took advantage of me for years, and they treat you like shit. They treat you like you're not human. They treat you like you just don't matter. And I didn't like that feeling. I definitely didn't like that feeling. Like, I didn't matter. Fuck you. You don't matter shit. That's why I never a couple years ago before I met Lauren, I changed my whole life. Because I told myself, I'm not going to be like the type of person and let people talk to me any type of way they want. I'm not going to let other people ruin my life. I'm not going to... I changed so much. I'm just the type of person... I don't know if it's just my age or it's just me in general. But I told myself, I'm tired of all this shit. Oh, you don't want me to be working here no more? Well, then, you. I'm out. You know, I'll find something else. You know what I mean? So, or I'll do something else. It don't matter. At the end of the day, you're here for what time you are here for. Don't lose where you come from and what you want to do in life, or like I felt like I was lost. Like, I was like, really? I was born, went to school, did all I had to do to work in a factory and let people talk to me like I'm garbage. I'm not doing this the rest of my fucking life. And I just, like I said, I just took it one day at a time, and I just enjoy life now. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. They treated me like garbage, and they talk to you like you're nothing. And I'm like, that's cool on me. So that's why I will always make sure I'll talk shit about these companies and not give a fuck. Cardone was garbage. Alliance was garbage. You know what? I actually really liked... I used to work for a Marshall's distribution center. So they... a lot of the things... I was... people that grab the boxes and put them on a roller, cut open boxes, and then you would have people come over and tag like all the clothes, put price tags on everything. And I worked there for years. I ended up quitting because I just wanted to quit. You know what I mean? I wanted to do something else. After a couple of years, you start feeling like you want to do something else. You don't want to do this. So I ended up quitting. I think I was like 27 when I quit. No, I was older than that. I was like 29 or 30, something like that. And but I liked working there. I quit. I didn't tell nobody shit. I just left. But I liked working there. They didn't pay good, but they treated their workers like actual fucking people. And that's like one of my main big things. They treated me good. They treated all their workers good. We'd have holidays. Any holidays, we have, hour and a half breaks. They always bring treats over for us or take care of us. Always have meetings and say, hey, if there's anything y'all want to change about the way we do the process or anything, or we get managers from inside. We don't just hire managers from outside anywhere else. You guys start off here, y'all can end up being here, or you know what I mean, like the factory manager, shit like that. And they always looked out. They had worker appreciation days. I think like 2 of them every year. Holidays, like it was Christmas or if it was any holidays, they're paying for your lunch. They have caterers come over. They really did good. I always thought they did good. And I would work 10-hour shifts. So I'd work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 10 hours. So that's 40 hours a week. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I had off, which was good too. Shit, 3 days. Fuck. Nowadays they want you to work, everybody to work more fucking hours, and it's bullshit. How are you supposed to enjoy life if most of your life you're fucking working? You know what I mean? Like, I understand, yeah, you want to get things and you want to, but damn, life shouldn't be just about working and fucking. Literally, half of your life is work. You look back, you're 80 years old, and you're like, fuck, I worked for 60 years of my life. So, like, I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know. I always tell myself I don't believe in putting in that much work. Especially for you to retire, and then you still can't make ends meet when you do retire. Like, I've heard about so many people working 50 years, and then when they retire, they can't afford their mortgage, they can't afford their bills, so they have to keep working. Fuck that. I'm trying to get rich fast thing, you know? What's up, Mark? I feel like the more I'm talking, the more I'm not seeing any comments. That's why I love my job. There's literally 7 people in the company. Really? That's dope. Yeah, you're just a number. The thing I always hated was seeing a person that's on your level and then they get an increase or become like a manager or something, and then they start acting different. I hate people like that. That's like the worst. Because, like I said, you start working with them, y'all both on the same level, y'all both chill, y'all cool as fuck. But once they get, oh, I'm a manager now, oh, I gotta start acting different, oh, I gotta, man. It's crazy. I don't like how people change. And people change. And they could say they don't or not, but they change. They become trashy as fuck. I work 13-hour shifts, 4 days. I have 3 days off. I'm getting tired. It's a lot. Oh, yeah, I bet. Like I told you guys, I used to work those 10-hour shifts. And then Friday, I was actually still healing. Because remember, you're standing all day and walking all day and doing things. Saturday, I was starting to feel just a little bit better. Sunday comes, and then it's like, okay, my pain is almost all gone. My feet, my knees, the pain's all, and my job was in my mid-20s, and I was still having these pains because it'll take a toll on you no matter what age you are. And then by the time Sunday night comes, I was dreading to go back to work. I was like, fuck. I gotta go back to work tomorrow. I fucking hate this shit. And, yeah. A lot of my jobs are like that. My dad is 66, retired from his full-time job 7 years ago. Now he still works for our family business days a week. Yeah, I feel like when you do retire, it's always good to have something to do, especially if you're getting older. You definitely don't want to just be like, all right, cool, I'm retired now. I ain't doing shit all day. Because I feel like it takes a toll on your body, especially when you work that many years and then all of a sudden you're not doing anything. It's good to keep yourself busy, you know? You're absolutely correct. Yeah, guys, I fucking hate that. And then on your days off, you're busy with house and shopping and bills, and it's not like you're getting any rest or anything. Exactly. Yeah, it's true. It's true. And like I said, Sunday was always a dread for me because I know I had to go back Monday. And then I used to work, the company I used to work for, Alliance, since the summer would come, they always changed their schedule, how you worked. So like in the summer, you would have to be there clocked in at 6 a.m. That's fucking crazy. So mind you, I was getting up at 4:45. I was getting up at 4:45, getting dressed, getting ready, and then you have to be clocked in there at 6 o'clock. And then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So in the summer, it'll be 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. 2:30 p.m. Because remember, they didn't fucking pay for lunch. They don't pay you for lunch, or most jobs anyways, but I still think that's bullshit. But whatever, you're still fucking there. I never fucking got that. I never got how they don't pay you for lunch. It doesn't matter. You're fucking there because of the job. Like, what the fuck? You just pay people for fucking lunch. It's 30 fucking minutes. But anyways, so, and then in the winter, it was, I think it was 9 to 5, some shit like that. I always hated the summer. The good thing about the summer was you got to leave at 2 o'clock. I took 2:30, but at 2:30, that's when like it's like peak heat. So like you feel it from 6 in the morning until about 10 in the morning, when the area starts fucking just heating up, bro. Just, oh my god, like. The area would heat up so bad, you know exactly what time it is. About 10 o'clock, that's when it starts. 12 o'clock was like, holy shit, alright, it's 12 o'clock, I can feel it in the air. Like, the air was so hard to breathe there, too. It was 6 a.m., I know. It was fucking horrible. Listen, and mind you, I was about 20, 21, and it's literally some days in the morning thinking about my life. Like, what the fuck? What the hell did I get brought into? This is fucking ridiculous. And mind you, at that point, I was a young guy, so, like, going to bed at night was fucking hard for me. Like, I couldn't go to bed nothing past anything earlier than 2 o'clock. I couldn't go to sleep. Just because I'm like, I want to enjoy my time that I'm not at work. You know what I mean? So it was so fucking hard not to be like, fuck, once I go to sleep, Diablo, I'm going to wake up in the morning 10 seconds later and got to be like, fuck, I got to go to work, you know? So yeah. You have a home, so you will have some equity. So that's a good thing. Keep up payments and get it paid. Yeah. We're trying our best. I don't know if Facebook's paying us out anything, but we'll try our best, you know what I mean? So, if anything ever happens to the page or anything like that, I'm not gonna go live anymore. I'm just gonna put in more hours at work, and I've already talked to Lauren already. I told her if anything happens and we're not making any type of money from Facebook or YouTube, I'm just gonna put 10 hours a day at work. You know what I mean? And I won't be doing any lives. I'm gonna quit social media. Because at that point, it's like, we worked so hard for years on the page, and for the page to be the way it is now, it's fucking ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. So, yeah. Why should I hire yada yada? Tell me your weakness, level out dick. Oh, the interview questions? Yo. I was 26 when Squirtle was born. I was kind of selfish. I didn't want any kids. I always felt, even with Giuliani too, I wanted to be with Lauren. You know what I mean? But I always felt like life is kind of rough. Sometimes thinking about it, bringing a baby, a person into the world that you're experiencing is kind of hard, because like, you don't want them to struggle like you struggle. You know what I mean? So, like, and the only thing you can do as a parent is tell them, hey, you know, I struggled. Y'all gotta do better than that. You know what I mean? Take advantage of what you got, your youth. You take advantage of all this shit. But when you're young, you don't fucking listen to that shit. And I know a couple of our kids, like, they're not all gonna be, oh my god, scholars and millionaires. You know what I mean? But I know a few of our kids are not gonna give two shits, because I didn't give two shits. So yeah. How are you? Hope you are having an amazing day. Yeah, we're chilling. Hey Courtney, what's up? So, I always told myself I don't want any kids. I really did. I didn't. Cause like I said, life. I don't know. You know, and then if you see a baby struggling at life, you know, it's hard for you because you're like, dang, I brought them into this world, you know, for them to struggle. You know what I mean? I don't want none of them to struggle. You know what I mean? So, wear your chew, don't listen now. See, listen, I always tell my mom, certain things in my life were a struggle, but I always tell my mom, when I was a little younger, because I didn't pay attention as much. So, like, when I was a little younger, she told me, so how you enjoying being an adult? I'm like, it's cool. You know what I mean? But inside, sometimes, for some reason, when she asks me, I always think of, like, certain moments. And I'm like, damn, was it worth it being a fucking adult? Fuck no. Adulting sucks, you guys. Being an adult sucks assholes. And I know all you guys in the comments, you look back upon it and then you say, damn, when I was a kid, I wanted to be an adult so bad. I wanted to be grown up. I wanted to be known as an adult. I wanted to be able to be 21 to drink. Or I wanted to be, you know, in high school. And I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that. And then you look back and you're like, Diablo, why? Why the fuck did I go? I wanted to stay a kid longer. Diablo. Are you creating merch and selling it too? I know your plate is already full, but it's a great idea on your part for some additional income. Yeah, this Thursday I am, but I think it's gonna be the last day. I don't know. Depending on how good I sell, we'll see. But I kind of struggled on the last batch of shirts I was making, and I put in a bunch of hours. A couple months ago, I did sell 11 in one day, which was amazing. And then I think the last time I only sold 2, which was, I was a little upset. And I did like 5 hours worth of lives making the shirts and selling the shirts. But, you know, if y'all not interested in shirts, that's fine with me. You know what I mean? I mean, I invested in all this stuff for shirts. I can make my own shirts, you know what I mean, for me now and my kids now and shit like that, which is fine. But I was really hoping that our followers would enjoy them a little bit more and want them more. But, I mean, it's okay. I mean, like I said, I made all the money that I used to invest in the products, the vinyl, the press, the cutter. I got it all back. Even though I used a lot of it for my cat, I did get it all back. And I broke even. I think I made like $200 more than what I spent. And I was grateful for everyone who bought a shirt. I appreciate it. But I don't know. I thought it was going to be a little bit more different. I know next time I'm not listening to fucking comments and people saying these things. I think they just say that sometimes to pump your head up. Because some of the girls that I see and hear all the time were always like, oh my God, if you make merch, I'm buying everything. And they didn't. But there's a lot of girls in here that did buy. And every time I make shirts, they do buy. So, yeah. And I appreciate that. Adulthood's the worst hood. Right? Like, this is all downhill after you turn 18. People don't realize that shit. But I don't think 18. But, because I still don't think I'm in my downhill. But it becomes a lot more. Everything your parents tell you as a kid, it definitely is all true. And you know, as a kid, you're like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna pay my bills. I'm gonna get a good job. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And a lot of the time, that shit don't happen. You know, it's very rare that you actually do what you want in life. You know what I mean? Because me, back in the days, I wanted to be a graphic designer. But a lot of things turned me off on it, and then I was poor, so I couldn't go to school, and I didn't have any help for people to set me up with, like, showing me the ropes on, like, maybe getting loans. And then looking back into it, at that point in life, when I was 18, graphic designers for school was so expensive, and then a lot of people that were in that industry weren't even getting jobs. So it was like, and then you would have to know somebody to get a better job, a higher paying job. And it was like, I know no one. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah. Oh, it's okay. I'm gonna try to sell shirts this week, but it's probably gonna be the last time. I don't think y'all gonna probably see new shirts on me, new designs and shit I do on me, but y'all probably just not gonna see any more merch. I know Lauren didn't want me to do this, but I am because I don't know. I just feel like it was a struggle for me to sell shirts, and I feel like if you truly do have a fan base that bangs with you, they'll buy. You know what I mean, no matter what. Which I feel like we do have that. It's just not as big as some of the other people. So yeah. And September, I'm sorry to say, it gets worse. Worse. We age, our kids age, and the wedding invites become funerals. Everyone starts dying around you. Sucks, but you gotta live. Yeah, I know. I'm not worried about that. I already been through a bunch of shit already, and you know, I don't wish no bad upon anybody in my family, but you know, eventually I know people are gonna be start. I'm just hoping I'm the last one. Actually, no, I'm not even hoping I'm the last one, because that's the most heartbreaking one, because you'll see them all pass before you. You know what I mean? So, not to get all into shit like that. I have every shirt you've made but the last one. I was super busy that day and missed the lives. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, don't worry. Michelle, what is up? But yeah, I know. But I don't like to think about sad things. I don't like to think about them. Y'all know my sister passed last year, and it was very, very sad for me. And I always put it on the back of my mind. But it was a very sad thing. Sometimes when I'm alone at work or I'm alone, I think about her. I think about things, and it's very sad. But you know, I just don't want to put myself in like a state where I'm like depressed and shit like that. And it's just, I know, I tell myself all the time, things are gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, that's just a part of life. Truthfully, it really is. So, you know, that's how it is. So like I said, I'm trying to live my life the fullest until it's my time to go. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm about to start selling drugs and shit. Fuck it. Start selling some fucking crack design. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm kidding. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Yeah, so it's gonna be this Thursday. Probably gonna use Wednesday night to cut some vinyl and get back into it, and we'll see. Depending on how it goes, it'll be my last batch. It won't. I don't know, but I am gonna. I was taking off every two Thursdays, and I know I haven't went live in the last couple Thursdays because one of the Thursdays I'm at work, and then the other Thursdays we have like an appointment scheduled for the baby or something. So yeah. So I haven't been doing shirts, but I'm gonna do a couple of shirts. Whether y'all like them or not, that's gonna be the shirts I got. Whether I have your size, that's gonna be what I got, because that's all I have right now to invest in shirts is what I have left and what sizes. So, and a lot of them are like larges, maybe one or two extra larges, maybe one or two 3X left, but that's really it. But yeah, this live is deep. No, dude, I don't know. I just thinking about shit today too. It's about to be 11 fucking o'clock. I gotta go to the supermarket. Let me go to the supermarket, get some things. Hopefully, I need a Red Bull too. I need a motherfucking Red Bull on me. Hey Linda, good morning. I'm gonna go to the supermarket, get a couple things, and then I'll be back live tonight. Well, we'll do both. I really want everyone to go subscribe to Gemini Beauty 90 on YouTube, you guys. We definitely need y'all help in growing over there. We're going to bring as much content as we can over there, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. It's a lot of the same content we do here, but we're going to be doing over there. Okay, so like, if y'all are fucking diehard followers, like some of y'all say, y'all want to all make sure you guys are subscribed over there and joining the content over there. I'm dropping a video today. I don't know if y'all know basketball, but I did record a video last night about Allen Iverson. I'm going to have that video today on my YouTube, Angel's Chill Spot today. If y'all want to check it out, I'm going to drop it over there, and go check it out. It's like a 24-minute video. It's a reaction video where someone's telling the story about him, and then I'm reacting to certain things and talking about it. But damn, you got laid off after 35 years? They're some fucking dicks. They gave you a good package though, right? But yeah, I got the AI video coming, and depending on how that does, I'll have a couple more NBA videos coming of my reactions, and we'll see. We'll see what's up, and then I'll check you guys out later, y'all. Deuces!